7. One of the chief advantages of working out of half guard is that it offers many very strong forms of Kuzushi. You guys know that ultimately I believe that guard position is built around the idea of Kuzushi, or off balancing an opponent, and that this has to be the foundation of everything you do from bottom position. Your opponent on top has the advantage of gravity working in his favor, and most people only see gravity working in one direction, downwards. They think the top person uses their weight and pressure through gravity to restrict the movements of an opponent. But understand that it's a two-way street. Just as your opponent can use his mass from top position, you can use Kuzushi from bottom position and get their body weight working against them. If you can take their center of gravity outside their base of support, they're going to have to base out and recover balance, and during that time, it may not be long, but it doesn't have to be long. For that short period of time, there's going to be vulnerability, and it's from there that you can start launching your attacks. Half guard presents arguably the single best bottom position for off-balancing people. Why? Because you're so close to their center of gravity. There's so many ways to disrupt an opponent's balance because you're deep underneath their hips, as opposed to most open guards where it's quite a difficult thing to off-balance them because their center of gravity is a long way away from yours. So let's start to have a look at what we're looking for when we go to off-balance people. There are two infallible signs that you have been successful with your Kuzushi from bottom half guard. This is when your opponent's hand touches the mat, or when their hip goes down to the floor. If you can do either of those two things, put a hand to the mat or bump their hip to the floor, that means that's concrete evidence that you have taken them out of balance. Always understand that when someone is on top of you in half guard, if their hands are free to move and they can lock around your head and arm, it's going to cause you a lot of problems. But if their hands are basing out on the floor, that means their hands aren't on you. And as a result, you can move underneath them and get to those favorite grips that you looked for, the tight waist grip, for example, the single leg grip that we'll be looking on later on in this video, and you can get on the attack. So everything for you is your ability to get their hands and hips to the floor. If you can do those things, it's going to be very easy for you to get your dominant grips and go directly into your attacks.